What's up everyone, Darcblade here bringing you a video talking about the recently announced PlayStation 4. Sony went ahead and had a press conference yesterday on the 20th of February announcing and giving various details about the PlayStation 4.
Now there have been multiple rumours flying around the internet. People have been speculating about what the PlayStation 4 will be all about, what processor it will have, what type of controller it will have, so on and so forth. And now with this event, Sony have finally confirmed details about the PlayStation 4. The event took place on February the 20th, which was hopefully, when I get this video up, yesterday in New York. It was scheduled to start at 6 PM Eastern Standard Time and would be live streaming around the world to millions. Unfortunately for me, 6 PM Eastern Standard Time is about 11 PM GMT time, seeing as I live in the UK, so it was a late night. Add to that a dodgy internet connection means that it was hard watching the live stream, but eventually I did get through and I was able to see the Sony conference. There were some points as well where people couldn't actually even see the live stream because there were so many people trying to get onto the various websites that were trying to live stream the event. I heard that the PlayStation homepage had over 3 million people watching the live stream at one point. Anyway, no one really knew what the event was going to entail, although there was a lot of rumours that it was for the PlayStation 4. And it turns out that the rumours were true. Sony opened their conference unveiling the PlayStation 4. Sony confirmed the specs for the PlayStation 4. I'm not a tech expert, but from what they told us, it was going to be powered by a custom 8-core AMD Jaguar X86/64 with integrated graphics APU and next generation AMD Radeon graphics processor capable of driving 1.8 teraflops. During the event, Sony also said it would come paired with 8GB of dedicated GDDR5 memory. The PlayStation 4 will ship with, of course, a Blu-ray drive, built-in Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, as well as a HDMI, analog AV, and optical digital outputs. Sony have also stated that they will be including a USB 3.0 ports and a mysterious and vague AUX port. Each system will also come shipped with a mono headset, which is of course intended for gaming chat and other social features. Sony also revealed the new DualShock 4. The controller sports an integrated touchpad, headset jack, share button and LED player identifier. The touchpad features a mechanical button that supports creative type. In addition, the obvious size and ergonomic changes to the DualShock 4 has made it gain weight. It's basically got heavier than the previous DualShock 3. The LED player is quite interesting because this is the thing that controls the motion-based controls for the PlayStation 4. But on top of that, it can be also used to represent in-game elements now, such as players' health, stamina, so on and so forth. The share button is also quite interesting because this allows you to share various screenshots, videos and that online with your friends. The final bit of hardware information that Sony released was information about the PlayStation 4i. This is obviously a camera or motion tracker. It could be very similar to Xbox's Kinect, but they're saying that it has a higher pixel ratio and is capable of capturing video at 60 frames per second. Apart from that, Sony didn't really go into too much detail about the PlayStation 4i, but it's something to keep an eye on. Now, Sony stated that they had pillars for the PlayStation 4. They wanted to keep it simple, intimate, social, integrated and personalized. PlayStation 4 will support suspending and reloading play sessions. The console has a secondary chip for uploading and downloading stuff in the background. Also, digital games that are purchased can be played as they are being downloaded. The PlayStation 4 will also support seamless uploads of gameplays, spectating your friends as they play gameplay sessions in real time, as well as integrated chats. Players will also have profile pages, a bit like Facebook, integrated into a full PlayStation ecosystem. PlayStation 4 will also be supporting various social networks. These will be integrated into the PlayStation 4's operating system for easy access. During the event, many games and tech demos were shown off, both from Sony and from the third-party developers who were producing games for the PlayStation 4. Two of the big first-party games that caught my attention were Infamous Second Son and Killzone Shadowfall. But on top of that, a lot of third-party developers seemed to show off games that looked fantastic, such as Capcom's new fantasy IP Deep Down, Ubisoft's Watch Dogs. I know Ubisoft will be releasing a PlayStation 3 version of Watch Dogs, but the PlayStation 4 version of the game will be vastly superior.
And two surprises that took me aback was that Sony are in partnership with Blizzard to produce Diablo 3 for PlayStation 4. It is coming for PlayStation 3 as well, but of course the PlayStation 4 version will be a lot better. And finally, Activision announced that Bungie would be developing Destiny for the PlayStation 4. Destiny looks like a mass multiplayer shooter game. Very interesting. Most likely, these third-party games are going to be multi-platform, but it was good to know that they will be coming to PlayStation 4. One vibe I seem to get from the conference is that the developers seem to be a lot more, shall we say, into the PlayStation 4 than they were the PlayStation 3. The hardware of the PlayStation 4 seems to be a lot more developer friendly, so it seems that the developers will have an easier time creating content for the PlayStation 4 than they did the PlayStation 3. Some of the surprising things in the show was that they didn't actually announce or reveal the look of the PlayStation 4. There was no concept model or anything like that shown, but they have announced that it is coming. They announced the release date, which is aiming to be for the 2013 holidays. This might vary depending where you live in the world. I know, for example, in the EU, it's normally a month or two behind the US. So, unfortunately, if you live in the UK like myself, I might get it after you guys in the US. The other bit of information that was missing from the show was a price tag, but I can understand this because there are still development, fine-tuning to be done with the PlayStation 4 before the release date. So I expect them to release the price later on, maybe at E3 or somewhere else down the line. Overall, I thought the show was good, although it was a lot longer than I expected. I thought it was going to go on for 30 minutes, maybe an hour tops, but it went on for 2 hours. There was a lot of stuff shown. There was a lot of information given out too. I was actually pleased with the ideas of the PlayStation 4, the social media inclusion, the control pad I thought was fantastic. I'm really enjoying what they've done with that. Although it does look a bit, well, square, but it still looks like a PlayStation control pad, which is great. The game seemed great, although there was only a few titles that grabbed me, and if this is the launch lineup, then I don't think I'll be getting all of them. I am very interested to see what Infamous Second Son is like, and I am really looking forward to playing Destiny. I was also really pleased to see more gameplay elements for the game Watch Dogs 2. I was a little bit worried about some aspects of the PS4. It didn't look very user-friendly with people who don't have internet connection. I know this is, who doesn't have an internet connection in this day and age, but unfortunately there are people who don't. So, will the PlayStation 4 be usable for these people? Also, I noticed that there was a distinct lack of support for shall we say, the second-hand market. I know the video game companies are trying to eliminate this market, and with the PlayStation 4, this seems to be the case. It doesn't seem likely that you'll be able to get second-hand games for the PlayStation 4. I was also a little bit disappointed to see that the only two big first-party games that had recognisable names were Killzone and Infamous. I would have liked to have seen an Uncharted or maybe another Little Big Planet or something. But I'm sure this will come in time. All in all, I thought the event was good. However, I did think there was a few bits of information missing from the event that could have made it perfect. For example, seeing the bloody PlayStation 4 for a start. But on the whole though, I am quite excited. I think I'm getting my ticket for the hype train for the PlayStation 4. I just really hope it's not a disappointment. I'll leave a link down in the description below so you can check out the Sony conference if you really want to. I'll also leave links to gameplay footage of the games that I mentioned in this video. I would also like to hear what you guys think about the PlayStation 4, so leave a comment down below. Anyway, I've been Darcblade bringing you information about the PlayStation 4. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.